Hey there, fellow gunsmiths, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Dustland Delivery, Episode 10, Well-Armed Town. It looks like you guys are all about the water pump. So here we go. I now have a dried up water pump, upgraded to an ordinary water pump, which adds the water pumping job. So the water pumping job is a farming job. The person on wheat, I'm going to remove and put them in as water. So now we're getting 6 water every day. The cosplayer probably would not be very good at... No, she could do water. Actually, let me switch that around. Woodsman and cosplayer. So she's now gathering water for us. I'll put that back up. Let me see. The next thing I could upgrade would be... Can't do the water pump anymore because it's maxed out at the moment. So apartments would add prosperity. I could do the depot, but we don't really need more storage space. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm going to do the depot just like anyway, because we were 60% full, and now I'm like 25% full. So, apartments, farm, procurement, light industry, advanced light industry, heavy industry. And just to remind everyone, the apartments allows you to just house people. Farm is obviously orchard, farming, ranching. The procurement office is ore. The light industry allows you to process farming stuff for the most part, or ranching stuff, like food stuff, into processed goods. The advanced light industry allows you to process your light industry stuff into advanced stuff. So kind of you need both, or the heavy industry allows you to turn ore and water into building materials. So have you guys vote on that. And either way, whatever you end up voting on, I am inevitably going to require materials for it. So I'm going to want to go buy some building materials and get some scrap. Meaning I'm going to want some contracts. So we have one, let's see. We have one contract delivering art, and another, yeah, that would be the only one right now. So I'm looking for other contracts that are easy to do, or easier to do. And unfortunately none of them, we don't have any that are being offered. So I'll head over to the Middling Mountain Rest Stop and do some contract hunting. 6 hours, it gets sunny. Let's just go back to the city and, like, pass the time. Just sleeping, because there's really nothing better. The Italian, thank you for the resub. Cheers. And Turtle, thank you for the bits. Alright, before we leave, I'm going to take a little bit more ore. So we have a lot of ore that we can be able to turn into stuff. I'm going to also take some of the scrap so that if I find someone good to hire, we can hire someone, right? Before we go, yeah, there's really no one new in the bar. So, departing for the nearest town. And it looks like you guys want heavy industry. Alright. By tiny margin. How about a tiebreaker? So, apartments would allow us to have more people and to, and raises the prosperity of the town. And heavy industry allows us to make building materials from scratch. That is quite expensive, but I'll buy it. We also have a ton of ore that we need to sell somewhere, so I should look up who even wants ore around us. I'm selling some of my excess rations to the town here. And let's see, so there's the Scholar, a Vagrant, I don't want any of that stuff. Service unit, connectors, and a delivery contract. That's kind of in the right direction to get back to, like, center of the map, so I'll take that. I am gonna not stop by the dudes that have a tank. Something tells me that that's risky. Oh boy, so many conditions. I'm glad we have a lot of equipment to be able to negate a lot of that stuff. Ignoring the light rain and ignoring half of the hills. So we've got ore and coffee. So while you vote, before I leave town, let's go to needs, coffee, besides me. So we have a coffee demand here, in the fuel depot, in the infection zone, which I could get to. That's not too far out of the way. And then, who needs ore? Oh, ore and coffee are kind of next to one another. So maybe we'll make a run into the infection zone to offload some of the valuable stuff that we have, and then beeline it back to wheat stock. Alright, looks good. You guys wanted heavy industry? So let's do it. And heavy industry has been added. So it is a crafting job. And let's see if we can't... So the production is... ore and water is building materials, or rubber is tires. So I think building materials makes the most sense because we're using it too. So managing the personnel here at home. I'll pull a crafter. Our best crafter, let's say. Off of the foundry. And put her on building material production. And then, because we're now using the ore, I'll drop off some of the ore that we have in our truck so that we can start production here. So it needs at least 100 ore in stock. And we have 97, so we were close, but not all the way there. So I think what I'll do is I'll put 103 so that there's enough for 2 batches. Alright, that works. Nice. The next level is, I think, just another heavy industry job. But that might also require us to do some additional procurement first. And we do have a caravan trade coming in a day and 14 hours, so there might be some opportunity to exchange with the caravan. I didn't actually mean to hit that, but... Alright, let's set out. Being as well rested and de-stressed as possible before heading to deep into the danger zone is probably ideal. And I'm going to avoid this forest as much as I can because the forest really slow you down. There we go. I'm not going to bother stopping here and searching, just because... Oops. I want as little stress and fatigue as possible, as my current goal is not... Oh, let's move on. I'm trying to make good time into the infection zone. So the other thing we're going to want to buy when we're in here... So we're selling our ore there, and we're going to definitely buy fuel at the fuel depot and selling our coffee there. Now that we've improved the town a little bit, and I forgot to change the priority there, do you want me to continue doing that, or do you want me to work on something else? So if you want me to improve the truck, I'd probably do... Because we have a lot of, Oh, let's flee. We have a lot of, parts already installed, so I could consider doing parts, or we could do an actual upgrade. For gear, it'd probably be guns. It would probably be better firearms and attachments for everybody, or just working towards that. Working on a quest, I would consider doing one of the side quests that we have, or main quests. Working in the improvement would be, or settlement would be to add more jobs, probably hire someone that is good at procurement, and then adding more heavy industry for building materials. So have you guys vote on that. So we're in the danger zone. I really don't want to have to stop if I can help it. But this dust storm is just not good timing. Here we go. They... Oh, I thought they wanted coffee. Oh no, these people want ore. That's right. Sold my ore. I'll pick up some wheat and rations. I'll sell some liquor. I will do one search. Oh god, oh god. So scrap, rations, material. But yeah, this attack is massive, so we're gonna run. Oh wow, my run chance was very low, but we still made it out, which is good. When you're deep in the infection zone, the attacks that you face are scary big, and you do not want to be around for them. Because I have not yet, in this series so far, had to, like, save scum, and I'd like not for it to be the first time ever. Trying to avoid that. Yeah, our infection is bad, and our engine heat is bad. Alright, so here we're in the fuel depot. Probably not going to be searching here because our risk is rather high. Sell some coffee. Buy some fuel. And then leave before the zombies eat us. And I do see that we're, like, overheating like crazy, but, I need to get the hell out of the danger zone before the zombies swarm us and kill us. Huge convoy of vehicles. Approach. Oh, good, good. It's honest. Okay, ammo. And keep moving. Okay, we're in a slightly chiller zone. We're not out of the woods, so to speak, but it's not crazy high infection risk. So most of the danger is behind us. And I'm definitely going to need to get somewhere nice and comfortable soon so that we can relax. So we'll head to... I'm going to skip the landfill and go straight to Valleyville. Oh, we are attacked at home. So, their swarm is a runner, so they move double, and they have melee damage times 2. Dangerous. Oh god, they're both wounded? I have no chance but to surrender. Both of my... As soon as they got into the melee range, there's only 26 enemy attack left, but, like... Blacksmith and Hunter died as a result. No, they were wounded. Okay, so I healed them, but yeah, that sucked. That's some of the danger of the swarms that you get. So the current goal right now is to improve weapons. And I think we just proved that we need it dearly. So I'm hoping to try to focus on getting semi-automatic weapons for as many people as we can. But before I even do that, I need to get somewhere where I can rest. So let's stop here, camp and sleep. And I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go to the landfill because we're going to need a lot of materials for the stuff that we're about to do, for the weapons. So I'm going to get as much materials as I can from landfills because buying it is gets to be expensive quick. That and my two people in the truck have pretty good firearms. So even with the night penalties, we can win without too much trouble. Oh, the other thing I needed to check, or wanted to check, was who wants jewelry, because I have a little bit of jewelry. No one even remotely close. Got it. Oh, I actually don't have dog treats. Sorry, I should have not had that redemption unlocked. So I'll refund you. There we go. Gonna buy some more overpriced books because we're out. I think, what, our truck has wheat? Is that right? Yeah, so we have wheat to sell, but that's about it. So let's take a look at the crafts. So both Technician and I have a bolt-action rifle. And I probably want to make a semi-automatic rifle without consuming the bolt-action rifles that we currently have. Because if I consume the bolt-action rifles that we currently have, we'll be without guns, which is not a good situation to be in. So let's go ahead and make the same, like, multiple steel pipes, that whole shebang. So using up a ton of the iron that we've acquired. Make steel pipes again. So there is 2 steel pipes. For a musket and a pipe gun, which turns into a standard pistol. Where is the standard pistol? Up here. And then the standard pistol plus a steel pipe makes the bolt. It's too bad there's not like a one click for like make all the prerequisites if you have the materials, but that's fine. Okay, so we have a bolt-action rifle. The other thing that I might want to consider is, before we actually craft these semi-automatic rifles, to get whoever's the highest craft level in our group, so that the quality of the weapon can be higher. So I'll try to make one more bolt action rifle. But we might want to get back to town before we try to make the semi-automatic one, so that the quality is as high as possible. One more steel. Man, it is a lot of bats and clubs that go into a bolt action rifle. Okay, so we have 2 spare bolt action rifles, which can be turned into a semi-automatic rifle if we had foil. So foil is going to be probably acquired from landfills or junk traders. There aren't any junk traders in here right now, so and I don't like haggling with it, so I'll look at the delivery contracts to see if any of them are going in the right direction. So we have 1 delivery contract at Wheatstock, which we're next to. But we're hoping to pick up some additional scrap so that I can afford to, you know, keep crafting and all that stuff. Wrong direction. Warrior. Your attack is pretty good. I had mentioned for additional craft or additional speech. So maybe we'll hire this decorator. Because we have some open jobs back home. Also, it's going to be hard to travel in the winter while it's snowing because our engine's going to freeze. So even if we did want to leave right now, I'm not really sure we could. None of these jobs are taking us in the right direction, unfortunately. That one is okay to do, so I'll accept that. It's pretty good money. And we don't have to procure anything. If we wanted to prevent our engine from... because we probably want engine insulator. We would need to get an engine heating vent first, which is foil and pig iron, and we need foil for a bunch of different reasons now. So foil and pig iron are the big ones. And then the really good insulator would require the regular insulator, which requires the heater. So it's a production chain that we don't have the materials for yet. Let's see if we were actually able to leave, though. And I'm just looking if there's anything we could buy here to deliver to other people. Salt, medkit, bread. Flour. So let's buy a little flour here. Are we gonna freeze our... Yep, too cold to stall. So I'm just going to step outside for a smoke and set out. I have noticed that if you step outside for a smoke and then set out, it allows you to just, like, keep going when you stall, but this stalling is just going to keep happening as it is currently winter and we don't have engine block insulator. So it's going to be a recurring problem until we can upgrade the truck a bit. It's one of the things I didn't do much of is prep for, like, cold winter. There we go. Now, no issues because it's not like a snowstorm. Ice storm. It's fine. We'll keep going. All right. Bar. Come on. Foil? Here's connectors, widgets. We'll go with connectors. This is something I usually need. This dude looks slick. He's a mobster. Yeah, I'll be friends with a mobster. Oh, well, he could do procurement. His speech is pretty high. Sure, let's do it. So now that I have 2 people, I'm definitely going to want to get to my town quickly so I can drop them off and not have to, like, pay for food and water and all that stuff. And that's not too far off from where we're headed, so I'll accept that one as well. I'm going to use my clout to stay in the inn, because I have 4 people. I don't want to spend 400 for that. And then before we leave, water purifier, energy bar, fruit, medicinal herbs. No, not really. Okay, we'll head to the landfill. We'll try to get foil and maybe engine insulating stuff. And then we'll head to drop off the art, finally, at Wheatstock. And then make our way to the other contracts that I've got going on over here. The Iron Bucket one, and then the Orville one. Swinging by to maybe buy fuel at the Western gas station, but avoiding going into the forest if possible. And then hitting up this other landfill for more foil. And then coming down to the military base, probably to top up on ammo. And then sweeping back up to Iron Bucket. It's a long trek. It's a 3-kilometer trek, but that's the plan, at least for now. Staying friends with Mobster? Man, whoever would have thought that super high virtue me friends with this mobster? Maybe it's a mobster with like a heart of gold or something. Nope, he has virtue of 0. Definitely that is not the case. And these snow squalls are really putting a damper on things. Food and water are going to take a hit as a result of constantly stalling out. Here we're at their landfill. Come on. So, 2 foil. That's a start. Plus the pig iron that we needed. I saw that our melee attack was high enough to just one-shot them. Figured that would be the right approach. So if we wanted to make a sketchy convoy, I'll take a look at that in a second. So if we wanted to try to keep us heated, we need 10 foil for the heating vent. I'm not that close. But any foil that I can stockpile, I will. We could also dip into Taranis and try to see if there's any junk dealers to be able to sell us foil. Although, generally speaking, I don't usually find foil as something that they're willing to sell. It's not a common junk that they vend. Getting pretty low on our scrap. That's okay. Just stocking up on everything that we can so that I have the food and water to make the trip. So I probably won't even have the money for junk anyway, even if they do have foil. We could always check. Yeah, no one's selling foil anyway. All right, let's move on. Oof. Keep moving those flags. So we'll get, how much scrap for this mission? 2,000? That's enough for, like, fuel. That's not bad. The mechanic has foil. Perfect. Warhorse does not, so I'll buy his widgets because it's the cheapest. So I was hoping to top up my fuel at the Western gas station, and then go to this landfill, and then I'll probably take the long route where, like, I zip home to drop off these two people, go to the landfill, and then double back. I know it's a little crazy, but the sooner I get rid of the extra companions that are in my truck, probably the better. So that I'm not feeding and watering and all that stuff for them. Plus, everyone's getting tired. It is nice to hit up new points of interest, however, to level them up a little bit before I bring them back to town. It's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna buy the iron, because I just used a ton of iron to make the guns. And more foil from the mechanic. Nice. So I think I have enough for the engine vent. I do. So we'll craft that. And then I have enough for the engine insulator. And then the improved insulator requires compounds, which I don't have, but I can install what I have now, the engine insulator, until I get the compounds. So we're looking for compounds just so that I can negate some of this snow, this cold, so it halves the kind of effects that I'm getting from the snow, but that's probably not going to be enough if we really want to move. I'm also going to spend clout for the VIP suite. I think that's probably worth it. Yeah, even with this engine insulator, we're getting frozen pretty quick. A bunch of supplies. 18 bullets is not what I would call a bunch of supplies, but alright, whatever. I didn't end up buying fuel, but that's just because I kind of didn't have any scrap for it. We could, however, swing by one of these, like, scavenging fuel stations to find fuel. Alright, this is risky, but I'll do it. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Too cold. Shucks. Just used a little bit of ammo. Fuel wouldn't... No, I'm gonna go for the ammo. I'm just gonna camp and rest here. Because, the bad weather's gonna stop us anyway. Why was the screen bloody? Fighting, maybe? I'm sure the truck locks up any second now. Actually, we got a lot farther than I thought we would. What is... You see this, like, black trapezoid that's, like, behind my truck? I don't know what it is. That's funny. The engine got too cold installed, like, right as the snow subsided. Some timing. An infected traveler. Here's some clothing. And we're almost back in town. There we go. Monu Muerte. And luckily, our two companions leveled up just getting here, which is kind of convenient. So, let's put them to work. In terms of jobs, our heavy industry and foundries got a little empty from that last attack. That was the suck. Oh man. So what do we want? We need to upgrade or expand our procurement. Because I had someone new. So there we go. The mobster's now in procurement. And then the craft should be... I don't have anyone in heavy industry, but I think I'm going to put them in ammunition anyway. The decorator. So that the town has plenty of ammo to defend itself. It is also missing medkits. So I'm going to put 2 of my medkits into the town, knowing that I'm going to need to buy more soon. Right. I'm going to pull all the ore out because we're not processing the ore into anything anymore. And I'll put all of the water out for the same reason. Because the town is not using ore or water for... Actually, no, it is using ore. Just not water. So, I'll fix that. Because we're no longer making building materials because we lost people. There's some more. So in terms of the open jobs, we have... a speech job open, and then 2 crafting jobs open. Technically 3, but let's call it 2. I'm going to move the test subject from repairs to ammunition manufacturing. We just get a lot more ammo. So he doesn't have any... Yeah, he has 0 speech. He doesn't even know how to talk to people. Alright. The other thing is, who is the best crafter? Because I did want to make the gun if I have the materials for it. So that might be... the decorator? Because I think we lost our really good crafter due to the last attack. So I'll temporarily remove him. Go to crafting, go to guns. And try for... Oh, we're down 1 foil. That's just painful. Is someone selling it here? I don't like bargaining, but I'll try to do it. Just so that we can get that single foil. So we'll try to find someone Yeah, this guy has 1 foil owned, but I'm going to try to find someone that, like, trades it not at high markup, if possible. They all... Connector, widget, scrap. I was looking at the wrong screen. Okay, he has foil. So 1 foil for 4 glass? Is that fair? No. Okay. 8 glass? Let's go with 7. Or 6. Okay, there we go. Now for the semi-automatic rifle craft. Oh, it's legendary! Alright, I think I am going to opt to hook Sharpshooter up with it. Because the defense of my town is, like, really important, I think. Is there anything else I can craft him? So he's got a scope. And then probably making decent melee weapons for them would be wise. So, like, machete scimitar? So I'm going to learn how to make, like, a scimitar. Because I don't want to lose anyone anymore. So machete... Where'd the machete go? Is a blade, makeshift sword, and connector. Blade. Makeshift sword. Another blade. And now a... Where'd the machete go? Machete. And then a scimitar. Okay, it wasn't boosted, but that'll have to do. So, there is a scimitar. Looking pretty good. Let's hope that you're able to defend. And then the other bounty hunter has a blade, so let's try to upgrade that. So machete. And scimitar. Okay, so he has a crude rifle, but so maybe what I'll do is take out one of these bolt-action rifles, as much as it pains me, and give it to the bounty hunter in here. Give him the bolt-action. And then I'll take the... She'll take the musket. Crude rifle, I'll just like... I don't even care who takes it. Who has the highest attack? Probably the mobster, right? So I'll give it the mobster in case I have to move him from procurement into defense. So the defenders have pretty reasonable gear now. I think probably the best thing for me to do right now is to try to get a bolt-action rifle back on Technician. And Bragflame, thank you for the sub. I'm definitely not going to have the iron for that, though. I can tell you that much right now. So I have enough for... Yeah, I'm at iron. That's fine. Thank you for tuning in to Dustland Delivery, which originally streamed live on Twitch July 30th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow drivers.